the game, we have lots of them. But I think for me the scariest was when I was in barber school. When I was in barber school, my teacher, I had two teachers, and we used to call her Big Mama. And she was like about yo big, but she was mean. Like the whole, let me rewind. I got my license in prison. I did 4 years in prison. I got my license, my barber license in prison. So the prison was about 4,000 inmates. 3,000, no, let's say 2,500 was white. It was a majority of black. There was only 30 Latinos, 30 Spanish. But we stood like this. It was Mexican, Cuban, we stood. And people's like, man, it's a little bit of y'all, but y'all stay together. Anyway, so when I went to barber school, the teacher was happy because the majority of the barbers were black. But they were the best barbers, I ain't gonna lie. Black barbers had the best face, best fro, best everything. So everybody was intimidated because somebody white, somebody Hispanic go over there and fuck some hair up. I'm sorry if I said, but so I wanted to go to barber school because when I was a kid, when I was a father, young father, I used to cut my kids' hair, and when I cut my kids' hair, I'd be like, yo, you pretty nice, cut my hair, cut my hair, cut my hair. And I wasn't even a barber yet. So when I turned to barber school, I had like a little couple. I was a little advanced, so the teacher made me a tutor. So now she started getting more white, more Spanish, and black was already dominant. So since I was a tutor, I had a tutor, a skinny. I'm talking about like a 90-pound little white boy. That he was sentenced adult. He was not even, when you're like 16 and you get sentenced to adult. Right. He was a little baby. But he wanted to be a barber. I don't know why. I'm like, oh my God. So in the prison, we had this one dude that he was like famous. Like he was like the big boy. Dope dealer, strong, fight. And he always used to look where my chair, we had 34 chairs. So he used to look where I'm at and he'll talk, like if I was the sixth chair, I'm gonna be the sixth person because he knew I was gonna cut his hair because he trusted me. That day, Miss Crawford, called like Big Mama from the movie Soul Food, she peeped it out. She was like, oh no, Jose, you gonna let him cut it. The guy was like, no, Miss Crawford, like you sit down and you go to the hole. Because Miss Crawford had a lot of poo in prison. And he was like, I'm telling him, I'm trying to help you, My dude had a nice afro. So I'm telling him, look, I pick it out for him. I'm about to do the clipper to show him, like Miss Big Mama said, no, Jose, let him do it, because that's the way she was. Let him do it, because she wanted him to learn. This little white boy never fucking cut hair in his life. Excuse my language. So because when you have the masters, they're real slippery. The masters are real slippery.
You got a hold.
And he already nervous. He's already nervous. His palms are wet, sweaty. So I try to teach him right hand this side and then the left hand this side. My boy went ragata. This is an afro. This is an afro. Damn. And not only went ragata, the clipper hit, bounce, rock. Oh, man. I'm like, my boy, he got up. He's like, I'm gonna F you up. I'm gonna see you in the yard. Miss Crawford, like, she's seen it. Like, no, you're not. Get away. You're not doing it. If he get hurt, you go into the hole. And he was like, oh my God. But for me,
he said rakata.
Yeah, rakata. For me, to help the little white boy, I'm like, I can fix it. I can fix it. But that was one of my. It wasn't even me doing it, but I was scared for him. I was scared for his life. You feel me?